Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Shirley and this is my flosstube channel, Crazy Cat Lady Stitches. And today I'm going to do an update for September, October. Today is November the 6th and I've got 5 days before I hit the Retford retreat organised by Floss Friends UK. Now, first of all, if you're new here, thank you very much for joining me and I hope you like this and consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. And if you're a return viewer, subscriber, I have got something nice for you at the end of the video to celebrate me hitting nearly 700 subscribers. Now, first of all, I have been really busy in the last couple of months. I have eventually taken retirement from my post. So I'm at the moment on my 2-week retirement and then I go back on part-time hours for 2 days a week. So hopefully I will be able to get some more filming done than I have done this year, as well as some more stitching. So without further ado, let's get into what I've done. And first of all, let me show you a finish. It's not a fully FFO. I've still yet to find the frame that I want to do it. But I have finished this. Wait a minute, let me just get as organised as ever. But it's really bright outside and I've had to close the curtains. So let me just put this against this. And this is my finish. It is from The Heart Needle Art by Wendy, and it's my first ever Quaker, and it's done in the cool fold fabric and cool fold colours. I started this on, let me just check my notes, trying to get into my finished section, and it's only got one in it at the moment. So yep, it is stitched on 40 count linen, and I think it is Newcastle linen, and it's Classic Work colours, Cherry Cobbler and Steamed Broccoli. So they're the only two is there. I started on the 28th of August of 2023 and I finished on the 8th of October. So that is quite good going for me, and I have actually got a finish. Actually, I've got 2 finishes. The other one is an FFO, but as it's part of the Smalls exchange, I'm not showing it at the moment. Let me just roll this back up. And I have got, how many more of these patterns I've got to do? I have got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 more of these patterns. I've got May, February, October and April, and they all correspond to something that's in our lives in this household. April is when we got married and when my dad died. October is my eldest son's birthday, and it was also the month I started applying for nursing and several years later to join the forces. February is my birthday, my father's birthday. Anything else in there? No, that's that one. And then May is my husband's birthday. So yeah, so that I've got those because I thought that would make a nice little scene of family memories that go with that month. So that's that one. So that's my first finish. I have got several new starts since I last spoke to you, and I've got 1 restart. I think that might be the Everyman with my, I'll tell you what it is later when I get it, but I think I know what it is. But Brendan's downstairs, so he can sort it out. So first of all, my first new start I did is a full coverage. It's on 25 count easy grid, and it is, I'll put a picture up here, the Celtic Tree of Life. Who is it done by? My memory is going. Right, its designer is PandoraXstitch from Etsy. I'm stitching it on 1/1 full cross using the Royal Rose method. It's 25 count Laguna easy count, and I started this on the 11th of September 2023. And this is my progress far. It is, so far it's been kitting up. When I've stitched it, it goes really quickly. I'm just sort of hitting the confetti heavy parts now. And yeah, that is my one of my new starts. So let me put that in this bag. And I'm quite proud of this and myself, because I've been making my own project bags. I haven't been sewing for over 30 odd years, and I'm surprised how much it comes back. And I've been buying fat quarters and half meters, and I've got several more to do. So I must put my threads back in into the bobbins when I finish. Now I've found them. But this is my project bag that I've made. And I quite like it. And I'm liking the fact that I've got material front, because I've had a vinyl one, and I've had the pattern stick to it and transfer onto the vinyl. So yeah, that's that one. So that's nice. So that'll be going back into my box for me to continue going on. My box is getting unbalanced now. Next I have got another project bag that I've made. And this is a new start. It is the Apothecary Shop. And let me just get the details for that one. That is a PDL file by TheWitchStitcher, and I started this on the 2nd of October. And the threads I'm using is Silks for You, and I have absolutely fallen in love with Silks for You. And this is their PR70 black, and I am now, from now on, substituting all my 310s for this silk. It's gorgeous. The coverage, if you just look at that, the coverage is absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, so that's another start. And as it's Black Sampler November, I might get this out again and do a bit more. Especially now I've got some more time, since I've decided to take my retirement and reduce my hours. I'm so happy. And what's arrived is one of my retirement presents to myself. Because who knows when I'll be able to afford to buy anything again. Well, I will, because I'm still working, and that's the whole idea of me working. Now this is another project bag, slightly different because I've got the zip at the top. I think this is, yes, this is my pandemic. I'll find a photograph of what I had done when I last showed you. But this is my progress so far. And yes, I've got a thing about working in black at the moment. And this is how I've reached so far. I'll put a photograph up here of the last progress. And I'm stitching it with DMC Pearl 310 and doing the back stitching in normal 310. So that is that one. And I am loving the effect. I've had to do a bit of frogging, but that's no things. But I'm loving the flocked effect. So I'm trying to get some more work on this before I start on Saga. And I've got Saga, the material and the pattern, and I've got several options for the colours. And again, it's going to be Silks for You. I have just gone mad for Silks for You. but I've got enough hanks now to do a couple of projects. So that's that one. Now the next one I'm going to show you is my Halloween project that I started. I will put a photograph of where I got, and I will finish it, but I've got a bit disillusioned since, let me take it out the frame, since I've been using the Silks for You. But this, I do love it, and I want to get it done for next Halloween, and I want it to be as one of my finishes next year. Next year I'm planning to be a year of finishes. It was going to be a no spend year, but now it's going to be a minimal no spend year, because I have just joined a sale that's been organised by Megan Coffee Fabrics of the new cottage garden samplings, and it's their houses, and through her she's going to send us every month the material and the pattern. So hopefully that might be just keep me happy, but I still don't know what I'm doing. So this is what I've stitched so far. It's from Lakeside Needlecraft. I have got the details here. I'm sure I have. No, but it's stitched on 36 count, no 32 count pumpkin 2/2, and yeah, I'm going to have to get that out as well and work on it. Looks like that some of these are not going to be going out of the box and out of rotation, but we'll see. Let me just put that there. I'll put that back together in a minute. So let me just show you that once more. I haven't got much more to do to this, so if I put it on as an hour a day project, I might get it finished before Christmas. The word might be might, but as I am going to have much more time now, I've got 2 pairs of scissors in there. No wonder I can't find any. And this bag is the one I got from last Frost Friends retreat in April. No, in June. I'm getting confused. In June, and it came from a box that Little Loops made. So it is one of the vinyl ones. I will try and make some vinyl ones in the future, but hey ho, we'll see. And now another one, another homemade one. The fabric I think is from Lovecrafts. I got a load of fabric from that. And this is, well, let me get the pattern out. This is October the 31st, so that's the design. I saw the, is it Stitchy Science Technician, Andrea? I forget how she puts her, or Science Technician Stitcher on Instagram. I forget how she does it, but I saw it at the last retreat. I fell in love with it. You probably saw me show you it in my haul. And this is my progress. Again, black. Again, stitched in PR70 from Silks for You. And this is it. And I'm loving it. I'm just taking a break, but I'm doing something more colourful, but I will be getting back to these before next Halloween. So that's that one. So that is not all the current whips. So I'll put them all back together in a minute when I've really done it. Now the next one is a new start, and I have got the details here. Right, my camera session's sort of finished then, and I had to review if I had missed anything, but I haven't. So I did notice that I haven't mentioned about these. I'm suffering from contact dermatitis irritant. I'm waiting to see the consultant about having a patch test. I'm wearing these basically because I get hot and bothered and my hands itch and I want to scratch. So this is part to protect it, and it also secondary helps to keep my embroidery stuff clean. If I show you the top of my fingers, that's how bad it is, but it has been worse, and my skin is that fragile that if I catch it with a corner or something sharp, it immediately breaks and it gets irritant. So I don't know what the cause of it. I'm hoping it's nothing to do with my stitching, but it started as I went into PPE with COVID. Now this one is a new start. I started it, let me get on the 25th of October. Get it the right way around because I'm stitching in the well. And this is my progress so far. And I will show you the picture. And this is so apt for me. It's Heartstrings Samplenny and it's the Coffee Quaker, and I'm stitching this to go in my kitchen because that saying is so true. I don't get shifting until I've had 2 cups of coffee, and when I'm at work they know if I only had 1. So it basically says first I drink coffee, then I do other things, and it's on, is it 36 count even weave, and I think it's fabric flare, and it's got the cool fall colours. And let me show them, because I have some of these I have never stitched with before. So I got this from 123 Stitch. So I'm just using the Gentle Arts sampler threads, and then I'm Simply Shaker, and I must admit I'm loving using them. Classic Colourworks, and they're all in different colours of brown hues, and there is a cherry in there. Let me just dig it out. This is one of my favourites. Oh, on Weeks Dye Works. So we've got a variety of different threads, and then there's a ruby slipper, and that's the first bit of colour that I'm stitching on. And that is the only colour in the thing apart from all these golden tones of browns and things. So it's a really rich looking sampler. So let me just show it to you again. There you go. It is really gorgeous. I enjoy stitching on it. I didn't think I'd enjoy stitching on 40 count, but I am. And yeah, so that's it. It's a good job I've got a magnifying glass and glasses and that, but it's so fine, and I'm stitching 1/1. It's so fine and so delicate. I love it. I might slowly shift across as time goes along to 40, but depending on the design. And another one that I've been stitching on, and I've now substituted some threads. Let me get the picture. Right, this is Nightingale. And I have stitched on her. I have stitched a bit of the arm, finished off the skirt here, started here and sort of building along here, but I had to stop because I was using the Kronig for the lantern and I hated it. I usually don't mind Kronig, but this one was horrible. So I've gone to Rainbow Galleries and got their white pearl. So I'll be stitching that on that. I have received it, so when I start stitching on it again, which I think will be, I think I'll be keeping this out and stitching on it when I want to break from the black. So that's my progress on the Mirabilia Nightingale. I'm doing it from the paper pattern and I'm stitching it on 32 count, yep, which is going to be, is a massive piece that I've got that I think so she will fit, and I'll bead her afterwards. I hate bead, I like beading as I go along, but she's excuse me, a little bit too long for my frames. And I have also indulged, which I'll show you in my haul video, some nice frames that I've acquired, and they're quite heavy and quite big, but they're quite suitable. Right, I think this is my, no, this is my second to last. I'll put a photograph of the progress that I've done here. I am doing the Bella Filipina Sal. It's on 36 count, oh 32 or 36 count even weave, and it's in my brand new Nerge frame, and I love it because it keeps the tension and I can bead as I go along. And I will show you, it is a new start because it's only started in September. Let me tell you about it. I'm aiming, as I pick these up to do, that I'm making a card so I can, yeah. So I started this on the Sunday the 17th of September 2003. The fabric is from Megan Coffee Craft 32 count even weave, so I was right, and it's all for the, and it says for the call for colours and beads, but I have done a slight conversion. Stitch 2/2, and I'm doing the skin 1/1, and I'm regretting that, but I will continue because I think it makes a nice different dimension to the picture. So that is that, and you can see that it's just too big and heavy, the frame, to bring up and show you. It's downstairs living in the living room at the moment. I've got to make some grime guard covers and a cover for the frames and that. Now this is a brand new start. I started it on the 31st of October. Today is the 6th. I'm using the cool fall colours except for the black, and I'm considering exchanging the white as well for Silks for You, but I haven't decided yet. Now this is stitched on pole stitches, and I think it's parchment, is it? I haven't made a card up for this. This is 32 count Marona. This is 32 count Murano Laguna, and I am stitching 2/2, though the pattern said 1/2, but I'm thinking of being 32 is not like stitching on a 40 count. So I've stitched this, and this was a bind. I did all this outline, counted it, recounted it, counted it, started stitching, and realised when I got to here that I was out, so I had to pull this one out, start from that corner and work my way in, and I had to redo it twice, so 3 frogs in a time. And I now got it up, and I have got enough room up here. So the black's in PRN, it's got some ghosts up here by a house. So this is block 1, and I hope to have this finished in the next, oh, I don't know, 6 weeks. Because I want to keep it continually going and get something finished, but next year is going to be a year of finishes. So what I've got, I'm going to finish. I've only got, maybe, I've got the cottage sampler sal that I'm looking to do. That'll be one every 2 months or something like that. I've got my modern folk embroideries 20, 20, 21, no 21, 22 and 23 to finish, and I've just ordered and bought the 24, which I have absolutely fallen in love with. And I've ordered the fabric. I'm going to do it on 40 count, but that's going off ahead. So let's go on to this. So this is going to take me a good while. I don't think I'll finish it for 2024, but perhaps for 2025 I will finish this, because it's a big piece, but I intend to do a block every 2 to 3 months to keep it going. But in respect of all the other projects that I've got going, I have got to consider it. So some months it might be an hour a day job, other months it might be another, oh, I forgot to tell you what it is. The lucky spy ones of you that have done this will probably recognise it. You can tell I'm all over the place today. And it is the Hawk, Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow, and this is the square that I'm doing at the moment. So that's that one, so I'm looking forward to it. The one I'm more intrigued to get is the centre panel, but then that could take 6 months to do. So that is that one, and that is my progress. I'm just rambling all over the place today, aren't I? So that's that one. And again, it's another homemade bag by yours truly. And that's it. So I've had so many starts. I think most of them are new starts, really, one way or the other. But I have got one restart. Let me find it. Let me just find it. I have got a restart. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you've been knowing that I've been doing the Mini Beloved. And I had a catastrophe. No, nothing was built or nothing like that. I exported my work that I had done previously on an older version of Markup XP, and then I re-imported it, redid it, but I ended up redoing the same 4 rows together, and it was too much of a bind to try it. So basically I stitched the same 2 lots of 10 20s the same way. So I've restarted. This is on a smaller count. I think this is 28 count easy guide, 1/1, and I'm using Royal Rose again, and this is my progress. It's quite good progress, and I will continue this. I think this will be my January, February, March full coverage. So what I'm planning to do is do full coverage project over 3 months, giving what stitching I can in between the other stitches, because sometimes you just get fed up stitching the same thing, so I'll swap. I've been known to do 3 or 4 different stitches in a day, go and do something else, come back, do another, come back, and sometimes a piece will just catch me and I'll spend all day with it. Depends what mood I'm in. But that is my Mini Beloved by Adele Sassler. It's a shame really because I've finished a page and I was almost finishing a second page, but I love the pattern so much that I wanted to redo it, and I thought it would be an opportunity to resize it as well. And I'm utilising an old DMC bag as my whip bag. And that, I think, is it. Now, let me find what I want to show you. I'll be back. When you look for something, you can never find it, and it's usually underneath your nose. This was the case. At the beginning of the video, I said I had a little something for one of my subscribers. To celebrate me hitting almost 700, I'm at 693 at the moment, but with YouTube that goes up and down like a yo-yo some days. I have got something for you. It's going to be a giveaway, but I would like it if you would not mention prize or giveaway in the comments. I've got a couple of things from Michelle from Stitchmaniastash, and I am going to show you what I've got. Now, I have bought these, but she has told me that these are in exclusive fabrics. You will not see any of these in her shop. So first of all, I've got a little pouch. It springs open so you can use it as an Ort bag or a knick-knack bag, and everything's secure in that. So that's the first bit. And then she's made me a twist Ort bag in the same fabric. There you go. So it's like that. You twist it and you put it down and you close it and it folds like that. I've got one, it's super. I put my threads in it. It needs emptying because when I do that the threads start poking out, and Sam decides to like to have a little play. Don't talk to me about Sam. The other day I was doing Pandemic. He somehow fished the reels of pearl cotton out of whatever I did, and my husband and my son found 2 balls scattered that I had to take around where he had been playing, and he's been chasing it around the room, and there was trails of black cotton everywhere leading to a ball that was like messed up. So if you want to participate in this giveaway, you have to be over 18. You have to be publicly subscribed to my channel so I can see that you are actually subscribed, not to use the words prize or giveaway, and to use a word. Now, what word could we use for the giveaway? Oh, how about, I'm thinking in the comments put down the word favourite. You can say whether your favourite work things, what you like, what your favourite whip is, or whatever, as long as you put something in for favourite. And I will call this, now I'm hoping to start filming weekly, so shall we say at the end of November, on the November update? Yeah, I'll call it on my the video, my last video at the end of November, beginning of December. How's that? So that's the giveaway. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you will like to participate, and I am willing to send this anywhere for the postage. Well, I don't think the postage will be much, and that's it really. So if you fancy that giveaway, just pop a comment comment down below. And while I'm there, while you're talking about down below, how about you hitting the like button, and if you want to share this video, share this video. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now let's get my box back up, and then we're going to plan what we're going to be stitching for the rest of this month. Right, so I shall be putting in my Halloween Hawks Run Hollow, so that'll go in. A minute, let's turn it around because it'll hit the camera otherwise. What am I doing? What one's this one? I need to put something on the front so I know what I'm stitching. Pandemic for Black Sampler month. I should put that to one side for a little while, but I will go on to that. The Apothecary shop as well for Black Sampler. So I've got a bit of colour and a bit of that. Coffee Quaker should go back in, and my full coverage for the next until the end of December in. Now I am now going to add some different ones into the mix, so I'll be putting in a piece of Blackwork, and it's going to be Dutch tiles. I've done 7 tiles out of 12 so far, and it is a piece of Blackwork designed by Peppermint Purple, and I'm doing it in the, is it 3 or 4 Delft colours? I'm doing it in 4 colours, 799, 798, 809 and 800. So those are the colours that I'm doing this in. And I think that might be my selection. Oh, I've got one more Blackwork in case if I finish this one, because I know I have got some nights in November. As I said, I'm going back 2 days a week after my 2-week retirement period. And the other one is also by Peppermint Purple, and it's a Study in Blue. There you go. And I'm doing it in 930. So that's my other Blackwork. Blackwork can be quite quick at times, and other times it can be a pain in the posterior. So those are my projects for November. So I've got one Mirabilia, and the Bella Filipina. So I've got one Mirabilia, and that'll be going on until Christmas. One Filipina, Bella Filipina, which is the Sal. I've got 2 Blackworks. I've got Pandemic Sampler, the Tree of Life full coverage, Coffee Quaker Sampler, and I've shown them to you anyway. So those are what my intentions are for this month, and I'll put them in my box so I can take them downstairs and work on them. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll come back to see how my progress next month. All I have to say to you is keep stitching. See you soon.